Hello, this is a video about the eye and how the things we see get back to the brain. There are over 30 different parts of the human eye. However, for the sake of time, we shall only be discussing 8 of them. First up is the cornea. The cornea is one of the most important parts of the eye. It protects the inside of the eye from the natural occurrences of the outside world. The cornea is located right here. Next up is the iris. The iris is a circular piece of the eye. It is responsible for controlling the diameter/size of the pupil and the amount of light that passes through it. The pupil is a part of the eye that controls the amount of light that gets in. This is like the camera shutter when relating this to a camera. The lens focuses the light coming in and creates a crisp, clear picture that we see. Next up is the retina. The retina is an ultra-sensitive section of the eye that covers the inner layer. Now up is the aqueous humor. The aqueous humor is a transparent fluid similar to plasma. It holds the lens of the eye in place. The vitreous humor is similar in that it is a clear gel. It contains no blood cells and is made up of 99% water and is located in the space between the lens and the retina. The optic nerve is one of the most important parts of the eye. It is a cell that transmits visual information from the retina to the brain. The way the retina functions is much like a camera. When light enters the eye, it passes through a few layers such as the cornea and lens, and then it finally reaches the retina. The retina, as explained priorly, is part of the eye which takes the light, turns it into electrical impulses, and then sends those impulses to the brain where they are deciphered as images, and therefore allow us to see. Now on to cones and rods. The way the retina works is that it has millions of microscopic cones and rods that detect light. Rods handle vision in low light, and cones handle color and vision in detail. When light hits these two types of cells, chemical reactions occur which have the result of creating electrical impulses in the optic nerve, which are then sent to the brain. Our brains interpret these electrical impulses as images, and to state again, this means sight. Now, on to one of the most fascinating parts of the video, flipped image and mind spots, also known as mind tricks. Some of the alterations that occur before the brain processes information include flipping the image and overcoming blind spots. The brain naturally flips the images that we see with our eyes to make everything right side up. Otherwise, everything would be upside down. Blind spots are created by the point that the optic nerve is connected to the eye. Information cannot be gathered here, so it is a blind spot with not image. You're probably asking now, where is this blind spot? I don't see a blind spot. Well, that's because your brain covers up the blind spot by making assumptions and filling in the blind spot with what it thinks is there. Pretty cool, isn't it? As you can see here, now, for the next part, just follow the steps on the screen and you'll see one of those blind spots in action. First, close one eye and move closer to the screen, all the while looking at the plus sign. As you get closer, there will be a time when the circle disappears. Pause the video after the words are erased. Did it disappear? Did you follow the instructions? If not, try again. To conclude, the eye is one of the most fascinating and intricate parts of the body. It takes in images of what is around us from different levels of light being reflected off multiple surfaces and puts them together to create an image that we can see.